What is up guys, Chris05 here with the final card review video for the Boomsday project. The last 60 free cards from the set got released yesterday, and in this video I will rate them and drop a few words for most of them. This is the final video which you can like and comment in order to enter Vip-Bet.com eSports raffle for 15 Hearthstone packs, so don't forget to do it. If you want to increase your chances of winning, drop a like and a comment under all of the card review videos, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I will announce the winner live on my stream on the 5th of August at 4 PM GMT plus free, so don't miss it. Let's start with the cards I gave 2 stars. All of them feel really awkward and just don't seem to be good inclusions in any decks. All of the mechs seem pretty clunky and not all that impressive to be a part of the mech decks, since there are just so many better choices instead of them. The Warlock legendary minion is just bad. No one in their right mind will use it. I think the same goes for Harbinger Celestia too. She is just too easy to play around. The only useful spot that I can see for her will be against a classical Malygos Druid, since you won't be running any weak minions, but that's just a long shot. Moving on to the 3 stars. These cards have some potential and might get included in certain decks for support, but aren't really that special. The Shaman spell might be okay for an Overload Shaman, but it might be useful in a more aggro meta as well. The Warrior cards might see some play, and with the Weapons project, which I predicted by the way, you can actually destroy a Druid's Twig or a Warlock's Skull of Manari, which would be pretty nice. The Mage Meteorologist doesn't look great, but I said the same thing about Cinderstorm and look what happened. Nothing too great about the Warlock Demons and the Priest buff. The Hunter legendary spell looks really cool, but I think it will be too hard to pull off and will probably not see too much play. But there might be some Spell Hunter-like deck with several big minions with death rattles that might pull this off, but I think that's a long bazooka shot. The Goblin Prank is okay, I guess. Subject 9 might work in the future, but I don't think he will be too great for the current meta. And the other neutral minions and mechs look decent. Some have more potential than others, but all of them might see some play. And now let's look at the best 25 cards from this review, starting off with the 4-star ratings. The Shaman Omega Mind is a nice control card and should see some play in Shutterwalk Shaman. The Stormbringer might bring Token Shaman back to life, although it seems a bit too random. Not sure if it deserves the 4 stars, but it will be fun to say the least. Paladins have some really interesting cards here. The Mech Egg will be cool since it will be easily buffed in a mech deck. The Technician will be useful in a more control-oriented deck, since you have to have a big hand to make use of him, and Paladins have lots of tools to pull that off. And Prismal Lens will enable some pretty funky plays and should be useful. Rogue's Crazed Chemist seems like a classically good rogue card and should find place in some of their decks. 4 Warlock cards in the 4-star section, 2 cards for Zoolock and 2 for Control Lock. The Imp is just awesome, even when played vanilla, and most of the time he will be buffed up, from Kelset or even the new Soul Infusion, which could buff this or Chain Gang for some massive tempo. Spirit Bomb looks good, and Ectomacy can double up your Doom Guards and Void Lords, so it will probably get used. Using it after Gul'dan will also be awesome, and it's even. Mage got a nice mill tool and a way to fill up their hand, since I guess that's their thing now, and Druids got some nice support for the Trent token deck. This Tauren can either fill your board or buff it, which is always a nice choice to have. 4 Hunter cards in the 4-star section too. Death Rattle Hunter got some epic support here, and this Poisonous Mech looks nice too. Discovering and playing a random secret is always nice, so you keep your opponents guessing, and this 2-drop spell will be useful, looking a lot like Flanking Shot, but with some mech synergies. Topsy-Turvy will be great for a combo priest, if not now, then maybe in the future. It can be a defensive and an offensive tool, and Lyra will definitely like it. And the last 4-star card here is the Skaterbot, which will enable a mech you play on the same turn to have Rush, which will be really useful for some decks. So here are the 7 cards I think deserve 5 stars from this batch. Floop's Glorious Gloop is awesome, and it can be used in all sorts of decks. It is mostly for Token Druid, but I think the other decks will come up with some pretty crazy interactions with it. The other class legendary spell is Luna's Pocket Galaxy. I think a new deck will emerge from this. Raven Familiar will reliably draw this card for you when you need it, and Mage has a lot of ways to draw a ton of cards too. Maybe I'm too generous here for this one, but we will see how things go. Elementary Reaction is a nice card draw tool that even doubles the card you drew if you played an elemental before that. You don't really need to put that many elementals in a deck to reliably trigger this one, so it will definitely be good to have in your chamois deck. And these free cheap mechs are just great and will see a lot of play in mech decks for obvious reasons. And Crystallizer will be awesome for heal Zoolock. Priests and warriors might use it too, since it synergizes with them nicely. We did it, guys! Managed to cover all of the Boomsday cards, and now we can jump in the new meta, prepared and well informed. I think it is safe to say that a lot more cards from this expansion will get played than from the Witchwood, which had all-time low results. Again, don't forget to like and comment under the card review videos, and subscribe to the channel. The packs are just sitting there waiting for you. Thanks for watching. I'm Chris05, and I'll see you in my next video.
Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and ring that bell so you don't miss out on our awesome promotions, including our top 3 plays of the week. Each week we are giving away amazing esports prizes just for liking and sharing on social media. For all other esports bonuses, check the links in the description below. Until next time, happy gaming, folks.